Let's start from the top. Bloom is an AI-powered agricultural intelligence platform built for the Google Cloud Run Hackathon, designed to make advanced farm analytics accessible through natural conversation. Both the back-end and front-end are deployed on Cloud Run, which is perfect for scalability and performance. And the system leverages Google's AI ecosystem to interpret data, generate insights, and automate reports. Essentially, Bloom turns messy, siloed farm data into clear, actionable answers without the farmer needing to touch a dashboard or spreadsheet. So, in the demo, we begin with something simple, the kind of question any regular large language model could handle. I ask, what are the latest sustainable practices in agriculture? Bloom searches the web and gives a pretty solid answer. Things like precision water management, agroforestry, and AI-driven precision agriculture, which, funnily enough, is exactly what Bloom itself helps farmers achieve. Next, I take it a step further. I ask Bloom to show me today's weather and advise me on whether to irrigate. Instantly, the main agent delegates this task to the farm agent, which pulls the farm's coordinates from my profile and uses the weather tool to fetch real-time conditions. It then analyzes the data and advises not to irrigate because, well, it's raining. Simple, smart, and context-aware. Now, I start a new chat to explore some of the more advanced capabilities. Let me use this suggestion card that says, show me the farm plots on a map. The farm agent takes over again, retrieves the coordinates, and displays the 4 plots we're working with: north, east, west, and south, neatly labeled on an interactive map. Pretty nice. Then I say, show me satellite imagery, since let's imagine I'm not on the farm. I'm chilling somewhere in Hawaii with my matcha latte, but I still want to check in. Bloom fetches the latest satellite image, overlays NDVI data, and shows the mean value along with the photo's date, which in this recording happens to be from just 1 day ago. Now I want to go deeper. I ask it to track the performance of my maze over the past 6 months. The first attempt, it fails to render the widget because why not? We go back and forth a bit since it swears it has made the widget. I insist, it listens, and eventually Bloom relents and generates the chart perfectly. After that minor hiccup, I ask how maize prices have been trending lately. It pulls the data and gives me a stable market graph showing maize at around 52 shillings per kilo, which, let's be honest, feels like daylight robbery. Then I say, turn that maize data into a report I can read later. Instantly, Bloom compiles everything we've discussed, runs a quick web search for added context, and generates a beautiful, well-structured report. Clean layout, tables, charts, the works. This is where Bloom shines. It doesn't just answer questions, it creates deliverables you can actually use. Now, let's test something even more ambitious. I start a new chat, and to see if Bloom can handle bulk data queries, I first confirm access by asking, do we have inventory and expense data? And, yep, the data sets are rendered very nice. So I request an expected profit calculation for planting 2 hectares of potatoes. Bloom transfers the task to the planner agent, which runs the numbers and returns a realistic profit forecast. Seeing that everything's in sync, I push it harder with a much more complex query, one that requires all agents to coordinate and hit enter now. Let's watch it cook. The system thinks for a bit, delegates tasks between agents, and then assembles a complete, detailed report containing every single piece of data I requested. Aside from that error it threw mid-process, and even then didn't lose context, the coordination is seamless. It feels like watching multiple experts quietly collaborate in the background. And looking at the report, this is solid stuff. And that's exactly the magic of Bloom. It takes the headache out of interpreting data and turns it into natural conversation. Farmers don't need to learn analytics tools or spend hours cross-referencing charts. They just ask, and Bloom does the heavy lifting. Built for the Google Cloud Run Hackathon, Bloom showcases how ADK orchestration, Vertex AI, Earth Engine, and Gemini can work together to make intelligent farming practical, scalable, and beautifully simple. It empowers farmers to make better decisions faster, without needing a PhD in data science. In short, Bloom makes agricultural intelligence conversational, visual, and genuinely useful. Give it a shot.